Hey, it's your girl Barbie J here, and we are talking about Tyler Perry's Bruh, Season 2, Episodes 1 through 5. That's right, I said 1 through 5 because we're playing catch up. I think it started back yesterday, but I'm still catching up. So, episode 1 is I Love LA. Episode 2 is There She Go. Episode 3 is The Coffee Date. Episode 4 is Receipts. And episode 5, The Code. And you know what that is, guys. Fellas, it's the bro code. Gotta stick to the bro code. Anyway, so before we get into this recap, let me quickly say shout out to everybody in my comment section who've been holding my channel down. I appreciate you all very much. And if you have not subscribed as of yet to Barbie J's channel, please take a moment and subscribe to June BLC. That is the name of my channel, June BLC. Please subscribe now. Like, comment, and share. Like, comment, and share. I would appreciate it. Like I said, I have a goal to reach and I need you to help me get there. Thank you. Anyway, so of course y'all know how the last episode ended with that fool Bill breaking up his ex-girlfriend Regina's wedding. I know. Why is it, brothers? What is it that when somebody else wants your ex, then you realize how much you loved her or what she meant to you and stuff? Sometimes that happens. And vice versa, like I said. But it seems like it mostly happened with men a lot. At least on this show it is. But y'all know it's a Tyler Perry joint, so anything could happen. You know what I mean? But these episodes are kind of fun. And like I said, I like that they're half an hour shows. That way it's not so much to review and remember, and I can talk about them real quick. But now that it's streaming, when stuff is streaming, I didn't know that they put up so many episodes at a time, which is weird to me. To me, I would think you put up a little bit of episodes at a time, one a week, so people keep coming back. If you put all the episodes up at once, it's like, okay, I watched it, it's done. You binge watching, then you out. Anyway, let me get on with this. So Bill decides he gonna move to LA. He gonna chase behind Regina because Regina going to LA. And even at the last ditch effort, he was on his knees begging her to stay, marry me, marry me. I was like, fool, what's wrong with you? You ain't marrying her. You know, he don't understand. And so the bros get together and they trying to figure out a way to keep him in Atlanta. And then Mike and his crazy self come up with some freaking idea that he just know it's going to work. And it did kind of work, but it ended up being a mess because what he did was, before that, let me not skip. They're in Tom's house and the police come. Who is it? The police. And so this little skinny black chick walks in there and stuff. And she's so skinny. I was like, she couldn't chase down on anybody or scare them for that fact. It looked like, but she looked more like she was flirting and stuff, and acting shy. I'm like, I don't know no shy police officers. Not in my circle, they ain't. That's for sure. And I'm around a lot of officers and corrections and, lawyers. Anyway. So she comes in there and said there was a what was there? Something like a carjacking or something like that in the area. Did anybody hear anything about it and stuff? And Mike and his doggish self is just watching. They got John acting stupid. John is like, oh, don't you open the door for the police? He said, see, Tom, that's your black side. That's the white side going to the door to open the door. He said, black people run. We like, ain't nobody home. We don't answer the door. And he was like, Tom went over to the door. And John was like, no. But then they had him acting so stupid when the police officer got in. And I kind of hate, I like to laugh and stuff. But I don't like real stupid stuff that keeps trying to make laughs out of when you acting really stupid. Say the joke, get the punchline in, done. Don't keep trying to drag it on. We ain't had nothing to do with it. I don't know nothing. I'm a black man. We in here minding our business. We don't know. Stop all that. That drove me crazy. But Mike is looking at him like he's crazy. So then she told, Tom said he was new in the building and stuff. And she's like, oh, I'm your neighbor. And she said, I live right down the hall. He was like, really? And so here comes Mike, I come here all the time. You know, I'm here all the time. If I hear anything, we'll let you know. Of course, we'll let you know. And she had a card. She said, well, here's my number. He snatched the card and number and stuff. Being a doll. You're sitting there talking about you want to chase down, what's her name? Pamela. You want Pamela. You love Pamela, but Pamela turned him down or said something to him, hurt his little feelings, and now he don't like, he don't give F about her and cursing and swearing. And I just like, you can't turn into this monster every time you don't get your way. You act like, he kind of act like a spoiled brat, like he's used to getting his way. That's how I see Mike. And he's childish. And one of the scenes was called High School. He was just, his behavior was like a kid, you know. But anyway, let me go on with the show. So he took the car and trying to say that she was interested in him. She was looking at me. It was like, that girl wasn't even looking at you. If anything, she was looking at Tom, I thought. But when I get to her again, y'all hear what I have to say. But anyway, so Mike's plan, he goes and gets Bill's ex-girlfriend from a yoga studio that Bill had a crush on, but treated like a dog and messed over her. Told her he was dying of cancer, got her to come to the house and stuff. And then you find it backfires, because what happens is he finds out that it's a lie. And here Tom and John are there, and she's saying, you have cancer. And he was like, I don't have cancer. They were like, you got cancer? Where'd you get cancer? And they all acting all stupid. Oh, you got cancer? Oh, no. And Mike is just standing there not saying nothing. He lied. And then she's like, why you lied to me? What kind of mess is that? I had family members die of cancer. See, I don't mess with that either, because I did too. I had family members die of cancer. You know, it was just a mess. And they finally cleared the air and found out she still had feelings for him, but maybe the issue that he wasn't honest all the time and all this stuff, it just caught up with him. So he, you know, they leave, and him and the girl, the bros leave, him and the girl stay, and they're talking, and the bros go somewhere and they go drinking. They go to drink, and while they drinking, what's his name? Mike acts a fool. Mike started talking negatively about black women, and they crazy, and they this, and he keeps referring to them as bitches and stuff like that. You know, it was just like, stop it already. And the bartender heard him, and she cut him off from drinking, told him he couldn't drink anymore. He kept taking the bottle from behind the thing and pouring it and stuff. She said, you know, you over here dogging women out. I don't want to hear that mess up in here. You know, it was just really, and he had been drinking too much anyway. And, you know, John and Tom are apologizing on his behalf, and he's just being belligerent. You know how Mike is. And so they trying to get him out of the bar because he acted stupid. In the meantime, Bill and what's her name? The other girl, Rachel Taylor. I forgot what the girl's name was that he brought back up there. They end up having sex. They was getting busy. When I say they was having sex, they ate, and then they decided, she said she needed to shower. And when they showered, because he got her to cook for him, and then when she showered and everything, they was butt naked, and they was doing the do. And he was all up between her legs, had her flipped up face down in there. And you see somebody standing there. It's Regina. The one he was supposed to chase to LA. She never went to LA. She turned around and came back, and then she used his key to get in the apartment, and she saw this mess. And the girl saw it out the corner and said, oh, shoot. And he's holding his ding dong and hiding it and stuff. I'm like, why you hiding that? Why you hiding that? Why the women stuff always showing that we always got to hide the man's ding dong? Why we can't see his ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling on the damn screen, the screen? Let us see what he working with, you know? We see with the girls, we see her big boobies and stuff. Why we can't see they ding-a-ling-a-lings? Now I sound like Miss Alice, right? Miss Alice called Big Dick Bill. Big Dick Bill. I was like, she better stop. It's so funny. That lady is hilarious, but she be taking it too far too. Sometimes, like I said, you laugh and cut it. That scene ain't got to go on for 2 whole minutes. 1 minute is enough for the laughter. So anyway, so Regina busts him, and then when she talking to him with his clothes on, she threatened to tell him she gonna sue him. That she's gonna sue him for what he did at her wedding and the mess he made. what else happened? Tom's old friend from college, he shows up early, 2 days early, and decides to stay. He's staying with Tom. Meanwhile, John was trying to stay with Tom because his mother keep having men come over at night. She had like 2 nights in a row, two different men, and she making all that noise, and John is getting like, ah, he can't take it, la la la. His mama getting more than him, and like he don't even know how to talk to people. She coming out with the different lingerie on and stuff. She is hilarious. I love his mother and stuff. So she had threatened Regina had threatened to sue Bill, and Bill was like, "Are you serious? Are you for real?" And she said, "I'm dead serious." So uh it flips back to them at the bar, and the lady at the bar, because John was so nice apologizing, she gave him her phone number and told her to call because he was being so nice and everything. But he was being, Mike was being an ass. He really was. And then all of a sudden, did they get him home or something? But all of a sudden, John and who's together? Bill and John are together, and there's a call that Miss Alice got a pain in the chest. Hurry up and get. I think he was driving John home because John the only one without a car, and his mama got a car, but he don't got a car. And they were Tom calls him and said, "Your mother just called me. She got pains in her chest. I'll meet you at the house. You better hurry up home." And he ran in there, "Mama, mama, where you at, mama?" He's so stupid. It's like she get on his damn nerve, but when something was wrong with her, he was right there. That's what I'm talking about. I was cracking up. But she had a pain in her chest, and she thought it was a heart attack. And Tom finally made it there, and she was talking about. They said, "What happened? How did it start?" She said, "Well, we was fucking," and she kept starting when we were fucking. Like she had to keep starting from the beginning. He's like, "Mama, ain't nobody want to hear that. Mama, nobody want to hear. What happened? What happened? What the pain in your chest?" Well, you see, we were fucking it. And she kept on, and I was laughing. But then when Tom gets there and finally checks her out and realizes it, he said, "Hold on," because she said the pain was under here and all this stuff. And come to find out it was gas. He pushed her somewhere, and she just passed all this gas, and they were like, Yeah, but that happens sometimes. It goes up in there. You think you got heartburn or having a heart attack and stuff, and it's gas. So that's what it ended up being. So it wasn't a big deal. She had to go to no hospital. And then they show Pam showing up to to Mike's house drunk, and she used her key to get in and stuff. And she's trying to kiss him and let's have a drink and all this stuff. And he's mad at her from the night before when she called him an ass and left and stuff. But he did the same thing. He did the same thing. He was arrogant. He was nasty. He had an attitude and everything. So he puts her out, and then Bill shows up after leaving John. He shows up to say, "Yo, I need to talk to you." He's like, "I don't want to talk. You see me doing my business hours." He's like, "No, I need to talk." And he tells him that Regina gonna sue him. Can she sue him? He said, "Hell yeah, she could sue you from what you did. All that shit you caused. Da, da, da. Yeah, you could." He said, "But you have to see me tomorrow in my business hours, But he told her she could really sue him. So next thing, while he's there, Pam comes back. And Pam is drunk and stuff, and she back in his house again with the key. In any of these Tyler Perry shows, did anybody have their door locked? Everybody got the key to everybody's key. How many of y'all got friends out there and they got your key? There's a real few, but you ain't got 4 friends with your key. You might have 1 or 2. But that's it. They all got each other key. They know where they hide it under the mat and all this craziness. So anyway, it'd be killing me because I have family in Atlanta. Ain't no way in the world none of them had their door open like that and unlocked and people with their key. I'm just telling you. That's I'm being honest. What else happened? So he asked the legal question. So Bill drives her home. He drives her home, Pam home, because she drunk. She don't have her license because she drank too much and they took it from her. Whatever happened. I forgot what happened exactly. He drives her home and she proceeds to want to kiss him and keep trying to kiss him. He's like, "Stop, what you doing?" And then you wanted all this stuff. And she kisses him. He's like, "Whoa, what you doing?" And then he's like, "You can't be doing it. Why? Why can't I do that? You're not supposed to." And then he talking about the bro code. There's a bro code. You don't mess with each other's, women and stuff like that. And I think exes, What is wrong with y'all? She's going through all of this stuff, and then she makes this phone call and say, "Yeah, Regina, yeah, he didn't go for it. He didn't want to kiss me. No, he didn't want to do it. Okay, girl. No, I had to beg him. Okay, bye. And she did that, but he didn't hear anybody on the other side, so he really didn't think she was really talking to anybody. But he didn't say that then. He said that later. Um. So the next Pam goes to talk to Tom the next day. For whatever reason, she wanted to go talk to Tom about Mike, and she hates that she's in love with him because he's such an ass, but she really cares about him. Mind you, Pam was his side chick. I don't know who was his main chick, but Pam was a side chick. And so she tells him, what happened, why she kissed Bill. She told why she kissed Bill, and it was true. Regina had told her to do it and go for it if she ever had the opportunity. She showed Tom the text messages. Tom said, "I want to see that, I want to see that." And then he finally looked at it, and it shows she was telling the truth. She didn't want him. She didn't want him at all. So he told her that he already heard about it, that Bill had already come in there. Bill went to John first, and John was like, "I don't know what to tell you. I ain't got no advice for you. I don't even know what to say, honestly." Then he went to Tom, and Tom told him, "Look, bro, just leave that alone. Don't even tell Mike about it. Don't mention it. Just forget it ever happened." That's it. He said, forget it ever happened. He's like, "Okay, fine. I'm not going to tell." Then his new roommate comes in, the new guy, I forgot his name, Greg, I think is his new name, the new doctor, the surgeon that's staying with Tom. They know him from college. So he's there, he showed up early, like I said, and he's there with them. He coming to get a key to get to use for the apartment. Okay, they all say hi. They all seem to know each other. Cool. They leave the hospital. The police officer that earlier that day was helping Greg carry boxes up. What fantasy land are we living in? What fantasy land is it where the police help you instead of giving you that summons for parking in the fire lane or wherever you were illegally parked trying to unload? Who helps you carry boxes up? Because I've yet to see it. And like I told you, there's a lot of police officers in my circle that I travel in. I ain't never seen none of them helping nobody up no stairs on the elevator. Okay, mind you, she live in the building, but let's be realistic with that. Why you got a woman helping you carry your stuff upstairs? Man, I'm sorry. He's a young man, and you got this female officer, whether she offered or not. No, thank you. I got it, officer. Please don't give me a ticket, but I got it. No, you gonna sit there and let her woman help you carry that stuff up the stairs? Come on. The elevator, they ain't make no sense. That scene. I'm gonna tell you right now. Then you got John trying to talk to his mother the next morning, trying to stop her from, oh my God, being with that nasty talking she do it. She do it at work. She always talking about dick and sex and everything. At work, she funny as hell. I'm telling you now. But you gotta watch the show. But she's funny, and then she's talking about it around his friends, and he get tired of it. I told you she kept calling Bill because she caught Bill having sex with his ex the night before her wedding in the bathroom, and she kept calling him Big Dick Bill. Big Dick Bill. She's so funny. I tell you, his mother hilarious. But that's what she kept doing. But he's like, "Ma, stop. Nobody want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Stop it, Ma. Stop it." That's all you ever hear him. She's like, "Well, I'm going to have to be me. I'm going to talk about me and do what I have to do for me. And me. He was like, "You know what? You're going to force me to do this." He threatened to go to the IRS and tell her she not telling about all it. She not paying taxes on her tips. All of a sudden, she's like, "You going to do that to me? You know what? I should have aborted your ass when they told me to." You know your father was going to pay me $30 not to. She said, for $39.99, I couldn't have had to deal with your ass no more. Did you believe it? He was going to give me $30 to abort your ass. I should have did. He's like, "Ma, how could you say that to me? What is wrong with you?" Nah, your damn aunt talk about, she, go ahead, you might as well have the baby. You know, I mean, you'll see or something like that. And she's like, I'm going to call that bitch now and cuss her out for letting me have you knucklehead, you going to go to the IRS on me, you know. And she was just going in and I was cracking up. I said, this is crazy. But it ended with, of course, Bill not listening to what Tom said. Tom said, let it go, leave it alone. You know how Mike gets. And he's like, okay, got it. I'm not going to say nothing. But yo, what if Pam goes to him first and tells that she kissed me? Then it look like I'm hiding something. I said, oh, Lord Jesus. But he went anyway and didn't listen to Tom. And Mike got pissed. Mike went off on him. Mike kept saying, you're lying to me. I know there's something else. You fucked up. You effed her. You effed her. You slept with her. You didn't know. What is it? Because you're telling me, you're not telling me everything. And he finally told about the kiss, and he didn't believe him. He believed it was more than that and everything. He cussed him out, throw him out. I'm sick of the bro. F this bro stuff. I'm done with all of y'all, blah, blah, blah. Everybody tried to call and talk to him, and he was done. So, like I said, Mike is like a little spoiled brat and stuff. But that's how episode 5 ended of season 2. And this was my recap of those. I'm going to do 5 more to catch up. I'll do 5 more episodes. And then we will be all caught up with my reviews and recaps of Bruh. But it's a funny show. It's cool. Like I said, it's only half an hour. You don't have to stay watching it for a long time. And you will get a laugh out of every episode. So I suggest you check it out and continue to enjoy my reviews and comment, like, and share it. This your girl, Barbie J, saying peace.